Dr. Ruth with your daily truth. It is so good to see you at the top of the morning. I am so glad to be with you once again. And guess what? As always, it is a great day. It's a beautiful day because you and I are alive. We're breathing. We're in the land of the living. And honey, my dears, my great leaders, that is a beautiful thing. Our hot topic that we've been discussing for the last few days has been how to redeem your time. How to redeem your time. And one of the things that we've learned was that our time is so important, it's so precious. Everyone has been allotted the same amount of time in a day and a month and a year. And so many get more things done than others. There's times when I'm like, oh my gosh, I look up, where did the time go? And we said on last week, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That cliche is true. But today we'll be talking about focus. Focus, how to focus on your goal. What happens when you allow yourself to be all in, to be focused and committed to your goal? And focus is not the absence of distractions, but rather it is the ability to focus and be single-minded and watching and working at your goal until you see the fruit of it, until you see the manifestation. It's like planting a seed, doing seed time, and then waiting. And while you're waiting, you're watering it, making sure it gets plenty of sunlight. And at harvest time, you get a harvest. Whatever you've planted, you get a harvest. And so today's daily truth scripture, let's examine that scripture, which is found in Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And I'll read it for the sake of time. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. I'll read that one more time from another translation. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Have you been working on a project for an extended amount of time and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, am I ever going to finish this? Is this ever going to come out and be the dream or the picture that I saw in my head when I started out? Maybe you're an architect and you drew blueprints and you had to modify them several times because maybe the elevation isn't right, or maybe the land was not leveled properly, or whatever it is. Someone dear to me told about how once when he was a skyscraper builder and how they would have to dig so far into the earth. And once they started building those tall buildings, they would put the little measuring rod down to see if they were flat enough. And if they were just one degree off, they would have to literally tear it down and start all over. I'm going to help you understand how to keep focused on your goal when situations like that happen. Notice what I said. Not if, but when situations like that happen. Because face it, life does happen. Challenges happen when you're doing anything worthwhile. You will have roadblocks. You will have situations where you may have to scrap the whole thing and start over. You may have to scrap the whole team and start over. Let's examine the 5 smooth stones of success that we saw in Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And it just happens to be an acronym for our title, Focus. F, be faithful to the task, the one task that is before you. Again, as we've said before in this series, don't try to stuff too many things in your day. Be committed and focused to that one single task, doing it and doing it well with excellence, putting your all into that and to completion. The O, obligate yourself to finishing the job. It's nothing worse than half-done jobs. You're trying to do all of these things and you do a little here, a little there, and you have unfinished projects all over the place. I know entrepreneurs are definitely guilty of that. The one thing about CEOs, at least there's deadlines and board members counting on you to finish your goal. C, stay calm. Brace yourself by believing for the best, but having plans and preparations just in case or when the bad or something goes wrong. Again, it's better to have a plan than not have a plan and need one. The C, the U, be unmoved in your attitude, actions, and mindset. In essence, keep calm and carry on. When the crazies happen, when you have crazy team members, people that let you down, people that don't keep up their end, people that makes it hard for the team to succeed, keep calm, be unmoved in your attitude and your actions, and carry on. The S of the 5 smooth stones. Number 5, be settled and steadfast in the fact that you've got to do what you got to do to see your goal through. I'm going to say it again. Be settled and steadfast. Prepare your mind for the long haul, that you got to do what you got to do to see your goal through. Thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you so much. If you like what you heard, please feel free to reach out to me at Dr. Ruth at drruthcharles.com. We would love to sit with you and help you to organize, get a strategic plan, and even counsel you on how to have a great family system while you are reaching your financial goals. If you like this video, please like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and share it with a friend on other platforms. You can inbox me or reach out to me again at dailytruth.tiktok@gmail.com. Thank you, and have